Okay, y'all, so I decided to give y'all a little update because I can't sleep. So let's just talk about the travel experience before I get to my apartment. I might include that in this travel vlog, or I might just end it off because at this point I don't really know how long it's gonna be when I piece it all together. But overall, if I have to rate the travel experience out of 10 during Corona, I would give it like a solid like 6 or 7. We didn't have too many problems. I will say that Chicago to Atlanta was run by Delta. It was very quick, very efficient. Middle seats were blocked off. That was a 10 out of 10. Then Atlanta to Paris. I would give that like, it wasn't anything. I would give that like an 8 out of 10. We boarded. They took our temperatures. It was very quick. It was very efficient, very organized. But again, we were still in America. When we got to Paris, this is when everything started hitting the fan. Now, I knew that like restaurants and stuff were not open, but I'm thinking surely they're gonna have like, you know, some hot foods, whatever. Now, they did have 2 places where you could get like cold cut sandwiches and stuff, and then they had 1 newsstand open in the terminal that we were in. So, I'm a real picky eater. And I ain't got no hair ties. I done forgot my scarf, y'all. So just pray for me. But anyways, I'm a very picky eater. So of course, and of course in Paris, the food was, Paris style, French style food. So I really didn't eat too much. In Paris, I got some waters and like some croissants, but that was like as much as I was gonna do with that. I did look up the hotel in the airport in Paris before we got there, and they said as long as you were leaving out of Terminal 2E, you were free to book at the hotel. It was basically like, the way it looked online, it looked like it was like, how do I even explain it? Like dorms, kind of like cabin. Like it wasn't like no whole hotel. It was like a quick little room in case you needed to like wash, lounge, or whatever. You had a little layover, but it wasn't like a whole hotel room. It was probably like a closet. I mean, it's realistically. So the hotel was not open. So that was the first like, oh, that's kind of annoying. Then I'm like, okay, well, we'll just go to the lounges and we'll just wash up there, because by this point I have been flying since Sunday at 3 o'clock. We get to Paris. It's Monday, 10 a.m. Paris time. But it's probably like Monday, like, I don't even know what time it was in American time, but it was probably like 12 hours that we had been traveling at that point. Well, that I have been traveling. So we go look for the lounges. The lounges say they're not opening back up until August 5th. So this is when it hit me that we was finna just be in the airport with that boy. Like we was finna be in the regular seats for 8 hours. So overall, the whole Paris experience, I don't know if it was just because of coronavirus, but I would give the Paris experience like a 3 out of 10, because for one, it was very unorganized. Everything in that airport was so unorganized. For two, y'all don't want us to come into your country, but it's not like y'all for real not even for real. It's not like there's any social distancing happening. So I'm confused. Then, y'all got a smoker room open. Like, oh, that's real beneficial for coronavirus. Yeah, let us just all stand in a room and puff our smoke around together. Whatever. But let me tell you about this Paris boarding. So I don't know if this is just like an Air France thing, or if this is just like how they do it in Paris. First of all, they boarded late. We didn't start boarding till we were supposed to board at 5:50. I would say we probably didn't start boarding till like 6:10, 6:15. So we were supposed to take off at 6:45. We did not leave till 7:30. So it's a video in here already talking about how they changed the gate. They don't tell us that they changing the gate. So we all sitting by K41, and I check my app and I'm like, yo, the app say K49. Like, maybe they didn't change the gate on us. Let's just go find somebody to ask. There's literally no gate agents anywhere to be found. I'm talking about we supposed to board at 5:50. It's probably like 5:30, 5:40. No one. Maybe I'll switch it back. Maybe like 5:20. But where y'all at? So then, we at the gate and I'm just seeing people moving along. And I'm like, well, dang, like, what they doing? So I go over there to because at this point I'm like, okay, I'm ready to just get on this plane. We done sat in here for 8 hours. Just get me on. And y'all, I swear, all the other planes, they was boarding from the back to the front, which makes the most logical sense. Like, we should do that regularly. So like, it would be like anybody in rows 40 to 45, board now. Then they would do 30 to 40 or 35 to 40, whatever. From back to front to just minimize traffic, minimize, people walking past. Paris, no. They board about zones. And then it's not even like they come over the speaker like, oh, we're getting ready to board zone 1, calling all zone 1s. You got to be over there because this fake security is like zone 1. At your big age, with all these people over here in this line, you think that your volume level is high enough for somebody to know what we're supposed to be doing here? So I just bulldozed my way through. Like, I was zone 5. I was zone 3 that day. So we get on the plane, y'all. I knew when everybody was lining up, I said, oh, this ain't no socially distant flight. Probably every single seat, I would say 5 seats was empty. And that flight, I calculated, it probably held about 400 to maybe 500 passengers. And we was all there, sitting on top of each other. Yeah, that Paris was, no. Then we get to Egypt, and it starts just getting more and more raggedy because we get off the plane, and they literally, I said literally, what word is that? Literally, we got off the plane, go up the escalator. It's a little hallway right before you go down another little escalator to get the baggage claim. So right as you come up the escalator, and it's a little bitty hallway, I'm trying to think about why they thought that was the best place to conduct the coronavirus, hand me your paper, fill it out station. Like, why wouldn't we do this downstairs right before customs? Because it was so much more space down there, like so much. And literally, Paris and on, they don't believe in lines. They don't believe in boundaries. So you gotta really bulldoze your way through. Like, if you're real soft and timid and you want to teach abroad, honey, you better learn some bulldozing skills because these people be ran right over you and don't even care. So we do the coronavirus check. And mind you, let me just point out that along the way, there was about every flight we got on, it had to be like 2 or more papers that they was like, oh, sign these papers. Every paper was like a health form, coronavirus, do you have insurance, blah, 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 blah. When we got to Egypt, I would say that we signed 6 papers and only 2 of them were taken up. Like that declaration form I signed about like my insurance and who you can call to find me. So I said, y'all might well just give this little fake paperwork up because give it up. So then we go through customs, which that was a joke too because he didn't even ask me like what I was doing. I didn't even fill out the little visa paper all the way. Man, this is a joke. This is a joke. Get through customs and then it's time for baggage. Now, mind you, I told you it had to be about 400 people minimum on this plane. The bags are taking quite a while, but I mean, I guess I understand. That was probably the last flight. We got in at like 11:30. And the smells just was not aligning. I don't know if everybody just had a long flight and we was all just a little tart. No, ma'am. So we get our baggage. Everybody's baggage is like dented up, scratched up, you know, more raggedy than what it was when we checked it in. But what are you gonna do? Like, who are you gonna call and blame for that? Because it's going through 3 different planes, you know. So you gotta take that one on the chin. So yeah, overall, I think I said in the beginning, but I just forgot. I think I would give it like a 7 out of 10. We got to the hotel. The school took really good care of us. I just can't sleep. It's 6 a.m., probably like 6:30, 6:45. I just can't sleep. I slept on the plane, and no, I'm not tired, but my phone is not working. Like, they gave me the SIM card, and my phone was working for a minute, and I was able to call my boyfriend, able to call LJ. I don't know why I'm saying my boyfriend, like, I don't know his name. Sorry that I keep doing this with my hair, but it's just like, I need a hair tie. Yeah, my phone was working for a little hot second, and then it decided that was as long as it was gonna work for me. So I'm just trying to chill, because what am I gonna do about it? I can't go nowhere. It's not like I could request a lift. It's not like that I even know where I'm at just yet, you know what I'm saying? The sun comes up at 5 a.m. along with the chickens and the roosters and everything else. Don't have okay, like, you can see the lanes in the streets, but nobody's driving in the lanes. People is running across the highway. You got bikes. You got motorcycles with like 2-3 people on them. Like, it's hectic. Like, you got to be able to move. Like, it ain't even like New York. It's like some stuff you ain't never seen before. It's an extreme sport. There seems to be, and I mean, I've only been here for maybe 10 hours. There seems to be a high respect for women, which I'm sure that has something to tie into, you know, their culture and their religion. So I'm gonna definitely learn more about that. At least learn some basic Arabic as well. But just a lot of like, oh, you know, your lady go first. You know, just don't touch your bags. Which, you know, you could say that happens in America, but that happens very rarely in America. Whereas here it's like consistent across the board. Like, somebody, when we were going through customs, you know, he's like, oh no, go ahead, go in front of me. And you know, people not even let you go in front of them in customs because everybody trying to get up out of there, okay? So that was 1, 2, 3, 4. All of the toilets have a little, I don't even know what the little sprayer thing called, so I sound a little ignorant, but they have one of those. It is hot. It is hot. I'm not gonna lie to you and say that it's not hot. It is hot. It is hot. It is hot. It is hot. We got here at probably, like I said, we landed at 11:30. We probably did not get out of the airport till maybe like 1:20, 1:30-ish. It was hot at the airport, like at 1:30. It don't take a break. The heat don't take a break around here. I'm telling y'all, I probably already lost 5 pounds just doing the traveling alone. But yeah, that was definitely my experience. I would say that if you are traveling soon, abroad, whatever, make sure you have a lot of surgical masks, because when I was flying in America, they didn't care what mask you had on. But when you start, like when we were on that flight from Atlanta to Paris and then Paris to here, from Atlanta to Paris, they wanted surgical masks. From Paris to here, let me tell you how they took our temperatures. Okay. I said, you ain't even getting the temperature. So have a lot of masks for one. If you're traveling soon, because I know a couple people that will be traveling soon, have a lot of masks in your carry-on. Make sure that you have at least 2 to 3 changes of clothes. I'm talking about everything: bra, underwear, socks, wipes, deodorant. Basically treat your carry-on as if, like, if all your luggage got lost, you have to run out of this carry-on until your luggage got delivered. That was my mindset. And you never know, like, what's going to be open at these airports, so you want to be able to freshen up. So that's mask, carry-on. Number 3, make sure that you have all of your necessary documents. Some countries are a little bit more strict right now than others. This was not a very strict situation, But just make sure that you have all of your stuff situated and figured out. Make sure you communicate with your school on if any like requirements have changed for you to come over, because you don't want to get to the airport like my coworker and they telling you can't board unless you have a return ticket or a work visa, but the school then told you that you get the work visa over there, which is correct, but the airport is now trying to tell you something different. So make sure you clear kind of like all of those questions up. And if they haven't already given you a clear itinerary, this is number 4, and then I'm gonna dip out. If they haven't already given you a clear itinerary of how things will look when you arrive, make sure to ask about that. You may think like, oh, they'll just tell me when I get there, but it'll just help you. If you get a little bit nervous, like, or just help you plan, because like if, let's say you landed in the morning and they want to take you to get your phone, and maybe they want to go take you grocery shopping, like, do you need to already have money for that? Are they gonna give you a settling in allowance in cash like as soon as you get there? Are they gonna put it on your first check? How's all that gonna look? Are you gonna be able to take out American money, or are you gonna be able to access the ATM? Are you gonna ask all of those questions so that when you get over there, you're much more prepared, especially because it's coronavirus and things could be closed, policies could be changed. So just make sure you get a clear understanding on your itinerary. I feel like I had a clear understanding to a degree. Like everything was fine. I didn't know like who was picking us up. Like we didn't know the names of the people, but they were there. I don't really know the money situation, so we're gonna check on that in a couple hours when the HR supervisor or HR representative gets here to kind of greet us. 5, I would say just remember to have a good time, y'all, because that traveling is so stressful. It is a lot. It's a lot of things going on. It's a long time, especially if you're traveling by yourself. We got lucky enough to be traveling with each other, all 5 of us. New teachers, we got lucky enough to, well, we didn't get lucky. I asked if they could get if the school could buy the flight so that we could all be together. But if you're traveling by yourself, just try to keep things light. Try to keep it fun. Try to keep it, try to keep yourself laughing, because if not, you can really get stressed out pretty fast. Because if you have this concrete plan, that's just not going to work. That's not going to happen. So just try to have fun along the way. Try to just see as much as you can see. Call people, let everybody know where you at. Download some movies. Just go into it and try to intentionally make your traveling experience a positive one. Don't just wait around and hope that it's positive. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot right now with coronavirus. I mean, I'm pretty sure it would be a lot if it wasn't coronavirus, but coronavirus definitely amps up the stress level. First of all, these masks, girl, it's hot, so just go into it and have fun. Like, you're gonna be so nervous, because I definitely was. I had like jitterbugs. Even when we landed in Egypt, I was like, how quickly can I get back? But just go into it, and I had to change my mindset kind of like halfway through. Just go into it and really just try to have a good time. You got a 1-year contract, you got a 2-year contract. Just live your best life in them 1 to 2 years. Do everything you ever wanted to do. You want to go skydiving, go skydiving. You wanted to go kayaking, go kayaking. You want to go swim in the ocean, go swim in the ocean. You want to ride camels, just do it all. Because coronavirus if it ain't taught us nothing else, it's taught us life is short, and we don't know if tomorrow is coming. Okay? So just go into it knowing that you're going to be nervous, but it's going to be all right. And if you're thinking about it, do it. I haven't even started working, but I don't know. I just feel really good about this decision. I feel like this is something that I've always wanted to do. And there's a lot of things in life that I always want to do, but I'm always too scared to do it. Or I doubt myself to the point of I'm just like, I don't really want to do it anyway. But I really do want to do it. So for me to do this at my age and just take this leap, it was really big. And so I feel like if you want to do it, you have no obligations, you have no kids, you have no husband, you have no house, like you can easily pick up and go, do it. Just do it. Do not let your fear hold you back, because you're going to miss out on the world. And I know a lot of people that are new teachers that are coming over to Egypt or going to other places and this is their first year teaching, just stick together. You know, make it as fun as you can. I'm in here sweating. Okay, but I'm just calling it my weight loss program. Make everything a joke. Don't take life too seriously. So with that, okay guys, I got this salmon. I don't like it, but I'm gonna eat it anyway. No.
Because that looks delicious.
I'm pushing myself outside of my limit. I'm gonna eat it all. Not this green stuff, but I'm gonna eat the salmon. Yeah, I'm gonna try it.
Really good.
We at this really fancy restaurant. I mean, at the most expensive restaurant in Egypt. I mean, that's the most expensive restaurant. Look, let me tell you what they got. Burger.
Hi.
And what you say?
Oh, I'm sorry.
What is it? No, I'm saying what is it?
Mushroom risotto.
Risotto. She has a almond crusted chicken and a chicken
club.
Well done.
I definitely should have went with that option.
Would you like to drink?
I'm eating it.
Which
Now, how is yours?
Which is the lemon?
How's yours?
So we're here at the duty-free store because the teachers told us that you have 48 hours after you land to get duty-free alcohol. So all the teachers are here getting alcohol. I don't drink, but I'm gonna let somebody have my bottles because why not? You know, I did get Entanol. You're supposed to take it to like help your stomach get adjusted to the food here. So got that, and that's what we're doing.